Mill Street Police.
Good morning. I'd like to report a burglary.
What's this, Phillips?
Proposal from the Amenities Subcommittee, Councillor. Sports and Leisure Complex for the Western Wharf site.
Yes, I can see that. They must be out of their bloody minds. Artificial ski runs, swings, playgrounds, roundabouts. Yes, for vandals to smash up. Morning. Play sculpture? What the bloody hell's that?
Oh, I have a drawing.
They want to see it paying, Phillips, paying its way, creating jobs, bringing in wealth. This is a commercial town, Phillips. We're going to make it the office block capital of Europe, my lad.
Even so, you'll need some leisure facilities.
Of course we shall. I don't think my planning committee are going to look very kindly on this, Phillips. I'm talking about this very thing up at the country club. Jobs are what people want. They can find their own pleasures. This is what we need. Euro Centre from the Tris Consortium.
The centre's already full of empty office blocks. And all this is in the private sector.
We are looking forward to the 80s and the 90s.
Excuse me, Councillor Meagan.
I'm busy.
It's the police.
I can't speak up. The police are here.
How did the police get onto it?
An anonymous phone call.
That's very neat.
Yes, wasn't it? Well, what do I say?
I'll get Clegg onto it. Liz?
Yes, Mr. Trist.
Get me Chief Superintendent Clegg.
You sure nothing's missing, Harry?
Positive. I explained to your sergeant here, probably kids. There's no point in pursuing it further, I'm afraid.
I think the councillor's right, Sergeant.
What shall I put in my report, then, sir?
Perfectly simple, I should have thought. Nothing was stolen. I think the councillor wants to forget the whole thing. A bit upset.
Sir. Councillor.
Come on, darling, be a good girl. Tell Mr. Trist to tell his board meeting it's Charlie Rossetti. He'll come. It's good. It's got a lot going for him. It's not legal. We've got him by the short. Mr. Trist. Both of us at board meetings. Now, there's a coincidence.
Get to the point, Mr. Rossetti.
All right. You've got a scheme, you've got a scheme. We want you to come in with us. Your influence, our money.
I don't need you.
No?
They're not incriminating.
They'll do.
You're out of your depth, Mr. Rossetti. You should stick to the catering trade.
You've named names, Trist. Come on now.
I'll give you an answer tonight.
Mr. Rossetti?
Yes?
Mr. Trist asked me to deliver you a message.
Mr. Rossetti, I'm looking for. Thank you. Mr. Rossetti?
Who are you?
Detective Superintendent Hackett. It's all right. Heard about the accident. Came to see how you were. You see, there's something worrying me, Mr. Rossetti. You know who did it. I know who did it. But you're not preferring charges. Why?
Advised not to, wasn't I?
Who by?
Look, who are you?
I told you, Hackett, Superintendent.
Ah, Superintendent Clegg. He'll fill you in.
Oh, yeah. Don't work with him, different department.
Don't you?
No.
Well, perhaps you should. I understand the pay's better.
Well, that's all he wanted me to know. Sir, the head of the local CID and all his men were as bent as brackets. But he wouldn't say when, what, how, where, why.
Well, they never do they? I mean, they all like to think we're bent, and they scream bloody hell when they find out we are.
But, he was very keen on saying it.
So he doesn't like Superintendent Clegg. Neither do I particularly. He's been much help to me. It doesn't mean to say he's bent. And have a word with the Boss brothers, will you? I don't want them starting up again.
Hello, Inspector.
Hello, Billy.
How's it going, mate?
Well enough.
Glass of Tupperware?
Business not so good, eh?
Oh, yeah. Dead rough. Hello, Nigel. Look at them. They drink antifreeze with the French label on it. All got their A-levels in here.
Is that right?
Oh, yeah. On the phone, some of them. Nice, quiet clientele, no riffraff. All coming here, get pissed witless lunchtime. They're running the country.
I've just been talking to Mr. Rossetti.
Go on.
Nasty bruises.
He was lucky then.
Why didn't you use a razor, Billy?
Aye.
Well, that's how you used to do it, wasn't it? You and the other Voss brothers? So you made your money, wasn't it? That's how you got this place. Protection rackets. Smashing people's windows, smashing their teeth, smashing their faces.
Don't go on. You can't touch me, Mr. Hackett.
No?
No. Let me introduce you to somebody. Come on. You know you're Mr. Clegg?
He's not my Mr. Clegg.
Well, whoever he is, this is his daughter. Susie Clegg, Hackett of the Yard.
Hi.
Hi.
Well, if you can't beat them, join them.
Well, you know what they say. Your relatives you're stuck with, your friends you can choose.
Don't get too clever.
Playing it all wrong, Stevie boy. Could have got your feet under the table, the boss's daughter.
He's not my boss.
It's not mine either.
You took a bit of a risk there, you know, Billy.
What's that?
You and Rossetti. You're getting a bit paunchy.
I'll give you lessons any time.
You won't be giving anyone any lessons anymore. Whatever was going on between you and Rossetti, it's over. Finished. All right? I'm telling you.
Anything you say, Chief.
This is your dap off now. You enjoy it. It suits you. And then you won't be getting any trouble from the licensing authorities, will you?
Is that a threat?
No, it's not a threat, Billy. It's a promise.
I'm frightened.
Oh, Inspector.
Yes?
Are you always so grumpy?
No. Not always, no. It depends on the company.
Buy me a drink?
Not here, no.
Or some other time, then?
I'll save up for it.
Anything else, Gov?
Yeah, check the tyres, will you?
What is it?
28.
You want to get this one changed, have the law after you.
What have you got on Billy Voss and Rossetti?
Clever man, Billy. Put it all in bricks and mortar. Pays better than crime with the, right connections.
Such a?
It's got that wine bar. They all get in there. All bloodsuckers and leeches on the body of the people.
All right, Nick. Forget the politics. You can do the back ones. And what about Rossetti?
Ah, Rossetti. He's a foreigner. I mean, by that, I mean he's from outside the city. It's all to do with territory, Mr. Hackett. Property. Bricks and mortar. Somebody wants Rossetti out.
Yeah, well, that's obvious, isn't it? But who? Billy?
No, Billy's under the hammer.
Who then?
Hard to say. Billy's been climbing up the social scale since I've known him. Be running for mayor next.
Hey, I said 28, not 48.
Sorry. Seen his new girlfriend?
Yeah, I've seen her.
I hear Councillor Megan's house got done over. He's one of Billy's new mates. Funny, innit? Nobody's safe anymore.
Right, thanks, Nick. How much is that?
Oh, £3 for the petrol.
Keep the change. Use the phone.
Yeah.
Louise, dig up what you can on a break-in for me, will you? A councillor named Megan sometime last week. And Louise, William Voss and Charles Rossetti. I want to know their business interests. How much and who with? Right.
Okay, right, hope you're enjoying some Saturday. Now we're going to a nice sound. It's The Hustle.
You're losing a lot of oil, Mr. Hackett.
Oh, that's all right. It's been like that for months. Well, what you got for me?
Not much on the break-in. Nothing was missing, apparently,
Well, nothing.
according to the local CID. And they want to know what it's got to do with us.
That's cooperation for you. What's this?
Voss and Rossetti.
Oh, that's all very good. Where'd you get this from?
A friend.
Nobody's telling nobody nothing today, are they?
Oh, it's Steve. Boss wants to see you.
Lorry hijack on the A38. Hampton Cap again. We're liaising with Birmingham, so would you look into it?
What about Voss and Rossetti?
There are no charges on it. Well, forget it. Nothing to do with us. Let the locals have it.
I did tell you that Billy was having an affair with Clegg's daughter, didn't I?
Intercourse of any sort between consenting adults is not a crime. Not yet, anyway.
And word has it that Billy is a bit familiar with a certain Councillor Megan, who happened to be burgled, and the CID did put the blocks on that inquiry.
Police corruption. Allegations of 10 a penny. We've all been accused. Still, if you want me to play by the book, then I'll speak to the Chief Constable and the Deputy Chief Constable and all the assistants. Now, later on the line, I'll say that Neville Clegg is on the take. And they'll say to me what I'm saying to you. Where is the evidence and what are the facts? Be sticking my neck out, wouldn't I? The top brass would love that. Me making accusations against my opposite number without any evidence. No, you just stick to the lorry hijack, would you?
Evidence.
And Stephen, the lorry hijack.
Lorry hijack.
Yeah, well, I'm afraid he's a bit occupied at the moment. Hold on. Steve. Bonnie. From Frampton Carve.
Bonnie. Yeah. How's it going? Yeah. You reckon you can handle it? Okay, keep in touch. Oh, and Bonnie, don't eat too much. This is all very good, Louise. They're all down here, aren't they? All Voss's mates, architects, lawyers, construction firms, surveyors, estate agents. Yeah, the lot. All set to build up a little empire. All right, Louise. Where did you get it from?
Sergeant Wilcox, River Police.
Somebody should keep an eye on them. The developers and the council.
So you decided to do it yourself? Why?
I was born over there. Used to watch the boats go up and down. Now look at it. We've had project after project, survey on survey, thousands spent, nothing done. It's wrong.
Yeah, but is it bent?
All I know is a lot of big money's playing Monopoly with it. Own a bit, lease a bit, knock it down and sell it. Not just Voss and Rossetti. They're just legmen compared with...
Compared with who?
Well, I'm only guessing, mind. If you want to see a few green faces, go down the town hall tomorrow and mention the Euro Centre.
These are the dock schemes at present under discussion.
Ah. How many are there?
7 in all.
Who's favourite?
Councillor Meagan might be able to tell you that.
Right, let's have a word with him then, shall we?
I think he's at home.
Oh. They always are, aren't they? Well, it all looks very impressive and expensive.
Ranges from 23 to 180 million.
Yeah. Have you got a Euro Centre scheme here?
I'm not supposed to discuss it.
Oh, well, I won't ask you then.
You have to talk to Councillor Meagan.
Well, I can't say your face is familiar.
No, it wouldn't be. I'm from the Regional Crime Squad.
Oh, well, very good of you to take all this trouble. But you know, it has been established that nothing was taken. I don't want special treatment just because I'm a councillor.
Can I have a look at the desk, sir?
Yes, of course, if you want to.
Just the drawers damaged, is it?
And nothing missing.
Yeah, someone obviously wanted you to know they'd been here. What was in it?
Oh, only papers. Confidential business.
What sort of confidential?
What's your line of inquiry, young man?
No, it's just that one of the old gangs has started up again. You know, protection rackets, blackmail, that sort of thing. We thought it might have tied in, that's all.
Oh.
Well, they wouldn't have anything to blackmail you about, would they, Councillor?
They'd have a job.
What do you know about the Euro Centre scheme?
I told you that nothing was missing.
Right. So you did.
Which brings us to this one. Hackett, I think we have some overlap here.
In what way? He's dealing with the Voss brothers.
He's here. Well, he's going about it in a very funny fashion.
Ah, he's quite an individual.
Agreed. And that's what's worrying me. I've spent a great deal of time making contacts in this town. We investigate the case, he turns up, they feel threatened, and I lose their confidence.
Yes. Is this your problem?
Once he gets his teeth into something. See, he's not just a DC, he's a senior officer.
Yes. Yes, well, so am I. And the way I see it, I'm more responsible for this city than you are. So I would like him to cooperate with me.
How?
Well, there are two ways of dealing with the case. One is to chase it, worry it, dig into it. And the other is to sit back and let all the bits and pieces come to you.
And that's what you'd like us to do? Ease up a bit?
It would help as a basis for future cooperation. It would save our time and yours. And that's what these little meetings are all about, isn't it?
Of course it is.
Steve, you remember Hackett of the Yard?
Oh, yes. Hello.
I thought I'd take you for that drink.
All right. When?
I'll pick you up in half an hour.
Fine.
Bye.
Bye.
Nick?
Here.
What's the news?
You'll be walking for a bit.
Why?
Your front seal's gone.
You're early. I am honoured.
Oh, well, I had to come in plenty of time to give you plenty of time to get there on your own. I'm standing you up.
Well, you have a winning way with words.
The problem is, am I going to get you a taxi, or are you going on the bus?
What's wrong with my car?
Ah, I'm taking your car.
And what's wrong with your car?
Hernia. Died on me 10 minutes ago.
Work?
Work.
Bye.
Hi.
Hi. Hello. Is he over 18? Hey, do you fancy a drink?
Thought we'd go for a walk instead.
Oh, great. Can I come too? He's a bit strong, isn't he?
All right. So what do you want from me?
Ah, the policeman's daughter.
That's what.
All right, tell me about your father.
He's an attitudinizing, narrow-minded prig. What's to tell?
How does he feel about you and Billy?
Doesn't approve. Next.
Why did you agree to meet me?
Pass.
Do you see your dad very often?
No.
Do you know many of his friends?
Some.
Councillor called Megan.
Don't know.
Ta-ra! Does he ever mention Euro Centre?
Who?
Euro Centre. Development scheme down by the docks. A lot of people hope to make a lot of money out of it.
You're boring me. Sorry. I suppose it's not fair, but I've had enough for the moment.
That's all right. Thanks.
My pleasure.
That was nice.
Steve? Thought you wanted a drink. Do you enjoy being a policeman?
I don't think about it much.
Then you do.
It gets in the way sometimes.
Doesn't it, though? When I was in the 5th form, there were girls having fun, having blokes. My father was head of the CID.
And now?
I don't live at home now.
Ta-ra.
Ta-ra.
Will you, tell Billy about this?
I should think he knows already.
Don Ingram of Northampton was taken while in family. Journey from Bellevue in Manchester. Rain heavy at times in many places.
Some chest bruising, slight concussion.
Are they keeping him in?
What do you think?
Well, what happened?
Brake failure.
Was he alone?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, as far as I know.
Hi.
Who told you? Oh, that's great. Thank you very much. Who else have you told? I mean, where's me mum?
Look, I simply came to see if you were all right, and you are. So if you want me to go, I'll go.
No, that's all right. I'll tell you what you can do, though. Get me bloody clothes. There's a room down the end of the corridor. I'm sorry about the car. Get us a taxi. Hey? What does she know?
Nothing. It's none of my business.
Right. Tate?
Send you his love.
Yeah, I bet. The car?
Well, look, it could have been an accident.
Could have been
the
a
brake
bloody
lines were very
accident.
badly corroded.
Yeah, some clever bastard.
Yeah, well, you're going to have to be very clever yourself to prove it, Steve.
Yeah. You know there is, don't you?
Are you awake?
Mm-hmm. And I'm feeling better.
Are you?
What's wrong?
Next time you feel like breaking a date, smashing up my car, at least have the decency to tell me that you're out with the boss's daughter. Oh, she phoned. She's worried about you. Come in. Drink?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll have a pint of brake fluid, please.
Your car has nothing to do with me.
Well, it was someone who knew I was staying the night, wasn't it? Oh, and thanks very much for phoning me girlfriend. That went down a treat.
I was worried about you.
All right. But who else knew I was here?
My father thinks it was Billy. He's just arrested him.
All right, Constable. You're a danger to yourself, Billy. Still got this street mentality, haven't you? Somebody upsets you and wallop. You should have got over that by now. I know Hackett's a problem. He's a problem to all of us, but that's no reason to do what you did.
I didn't do it. I never touched his bloody brakes.
I know you didn't. But you had it done, and that could prejudice a lot of things.
Hold the line, please. Just putting you through.
What do you want, Rossetti?
I thought you had the police in your pocket.
I'm quite sure Superintendent Clegg knows what he's doing.
Looks like panic to me.
I'm still not interested in you or your scheme, Rossetti.
I still think Clegg's bent.
So why pull in Voss?
Well, he's got to be seen to be doing something, hasn't he? And Voss is favourite for tinkering with my brakes. They just didn't make a very good job of it, that's all. They haven't charged him yet, have they? I don't think they will. No, it's a cover-up.
It's a serious accusation, Stephen. You want to make it official? Hello? It's for you.
Yeah. Hello, what do you want? Yes, I'd like that very much.
Good of you to come, Superintendent.
That's all right. You got something for me?
I think I have, yes. With conditions.
Oh, yeah? What are they, then?
If I'm going to help you, I want help in return. I'm a businessman, Hackett. If I'm going to make a firm commitment in this town, as now seems likely, I want to know who my friends are.
Would there be something in it for me?
I might express my gratitude in some small way, yes.
Ah. Good. All right. Well, there's the papers.
Photographs, actually. No comebacks now.
Scouts on it. Naughty.
Pop back to bed. Had a headache.
I didn't wake you.
No, it's all right.
It is important.
Oh?
How fond of your father are you?
What a funny
No, I'm
word.
serious. How would you feel if he went to prison?
Prison?
He's bent. He's involved in a big fraud. I've got the evidence here. I wanted to tell you.
You've been using me.
No, I haven't.
Out. Get out.
If I'd been using you, I wouldn't have come.
You'd better get back to the office.
Well, it looks like you got what you want, doesn't it? What's the matter? It's a bit late for reservations, isn't it?
Yeah.
You see, we have no choice. It's got to be the Chief Constable.
Hello, Daddy.
Hello, stranger.
Hackett's got all the papers.
Paper.
Photographs, actually.
Look, Freddie. I'll have to call today, I'm afraid. I have this business.
Well, what are you going to do about it?
Afraid your source of income might dry up.
What do you mean?
You think I don't know how you manage to live the way you do? Bloody hell, Susan, I'm a policeman.
Oh, really?
Being kept by Alexander Trist, I can just about stomach. But when it comes to going to bed with everybody...
Look, Father, you're in no position to start questioning my morality. You're in it up to your bloody neck! I came here to help you, and what do I get? The same old hypocritical bloody lecture. Don't do this, don't do that. I've got a position, Susan.
Please.
And now what do we find? Chief Superintendent Clegg, right-hand man to God Almighty, is involved in a fraud conspiracy.
I know I've disappointed you, Susan.
Disappointed? You make me sick.
If you want me to help you out of this mess, you'd better mind your lip.
Just do something.
Oh, Harry.
What is it? What's happening?
Rossetti's given Hackett the photographs.
Christ. What does that mean?
It means that Rossetti is no longer satisfied with part of the action. He wants the lot.
We should have bought him off long ago. Those bloody photographs. But what's Clegg doing? What's he think he's paid for?
Harry, we haven't got time to panic.
Rossetti's given Hackett the photographs.
Keep calm, Harry.
It's all very well for you to say, keep calm, we shall end up in prison.
Let's consider the implications, right? This is the way I see it. We've made a mistake using Billy Voss, but Clegg's taken care of him. Secondly, the only thing that Hackett's got is a good lead. We say the photographs are faked. We can laugh him out of court.
Court? We can't go to court.
So what I propose is we fold up Eurocenter until we can sort out Rossetti.
We can't fold it up. It's in front of my planning committee.
We'll withdraw it. Say we want to give it further thought. It's quite simple. What do you think we got Clegg for? If he says he can put the block on Hackett, he can. We fold the scheme, wait for Clegg, and start again. 55 million. I think we can wait a bit for that, don't you?
They're the villains. That's crime, not the stuff we deal with. Eurocenter. No risk, high return, and all done from bloody armchairs. Are they going to do him?
There's a present for you. Sit down. You know what he said, our chief constable? He said that you and I were a pair of bloody fools, and went on to give me the biggest rollicking I've ever had. And all I could do was sit there and agree with him.
Why? What's happened?
I'll tell you what happened. You've blown it. 3 years' work. 3 years patiently watching and waiting. I haven't kept the lid down on this city for 20 years without knowing what's on the boil and how to deal with it. If I wanted any assistance from you or your ragtime band, I'd have asked for it. This city is a businessman's city. Businessmen own it, businessmen run it, businessmen control it. Not you, not me, not the council. Businessmen. They manufacture deals, mount enterprises, take risks, and every now and then they rub up against the law. And when they do, it's very difficult to get anything on them. It takes time. You have to be patient. I've worked on this case for 3 years. In another week after the planning committee meeting, I could have hauled a lot, and you know why. They trusted me.
I had every reason to believe you were bent.
How long have you been in the force, Sonny?
It's a natural assumption to make in the circumstances. You should have kept us informed.
And let you cop the medals after 3 years of patient investigation and infiltration.
Anyway, it's your case. Now we know. We'll stay out of it.
It was my case. They folded Eurocenter. I wonder who could have tipped them off. You've gone to see my daughter.
Hello, Susan. Let myself in.
Hello, Billy.
Surprised? Your daddy had to let me go. Lack of evidence. Aren't you going to give me a kiss? What's all this I hear about Eurocenter being folded?
I don't know. It's just...
Just what, Susan?
just been delayed, that's all.
Oh, is that all? Oh, well, that's different then, isn't it? Otherwise, I'd feel pretty silly, wouldn't I? Mine not having been consulted, having bought all that land, got all that plant and machinery together. I'd look like a £70,000 prat. Wouldn't I, Susan?
Well, you'll have to talk to Alex about it.
I tell you what, we'll all talk to Alex, won't we, lads?
Hello. All right. Pretend you're not a policeman. And I'm going to take them? No. Wait and see where they go. Louise, we're following a red Granada gear.
What I propose, gentlemen, is a merger of interests.
You've got nothing to offer as far as I can see.
Personnel. Experienced personnel.
All of whom the police are anxious to question.
They can prove nothing.
This time.
Next time, all payments will be made from a cash surplus generated through your restaurants. What are we talking about? 50,000 for Megan? 10 for Clegg? Surely you can pass that undetected.
What about your present partners?
They look hard, don't they?
Do they?
They've stopped at Newbridge House, sir.
I'll send a backup car.
No need. I've got my men inside.
I'm sure Councillor Megan would agree with me in this. That's business. Mr. Voss will have to appreciate the delicacy of the situation. If you, as the major shareholders in this hypothetical scheme, were to express a personal antipathy towards Mr. Voss's participation, then the chairman would be forced, albeit reluctantly.
Look, if he's in, I'm out.
He's out.
Done?
Well, well, well. Hello, boys. Hello, Alex.
Hello, Billy.
Hello, Mr. Rossetti. Could I have a word?
No, Billy!
Take her out. Take me for a prat, Mr. Chairman. Your money. 70,000 down and no risk guaranteed return of half a
Steve!
You're a lucky man, Billy.
Stop them, please. They're going to kill him.
Who?
Alex.
Might be doing me a favour then, mightn't they?
Ah, Mr. Hackett.
Well, I tell you what, I've been
In there, I think.
Rossetti's threatening your investment, Billy. I'm not suggesting anything rash, Billy. Just have a word with him, Billy. I got the council, I got the law. Had me and all, didn't you, through that whole bag of yours?
All right, Billy.
Ever see one of these, Mr. Trist?
Now, that's not pointing at me, is it, Billy? I'm not looking. Now, use your brain. All I can do you for at the moment is making an hole in his ceiling.
He's quite right, you know. Point taken, Mr. Hackett. Question of respect. Excuse me. He owes me 70,000. I'll be back.
Oh, Bonnie. Give him a lift home, will you? Oh, and Bonnie, check the brakes.
It wasn't me, Mr. Hackett. Don't come slumming again. Hey, Susie?
Alex.
I suppose I should thank you, Superintendent.
Oh, that's all right. I just didn't want Billy to go down longer than was necessary, that's all. The biggest villains don't carry guns.
That's why they don't get caught. Ah, Neville.
Hello, Alex.
I thought Voss was in jail.
I had to let him go. Lack of evidence. That's the law.
What's that?
You've been bugged, Alex. Alexander Paul Michael Trist of Stockgrange, Upland, you're charged that on 21st of September 1977 you did, in this town, attempt to murder Detective Superintendent Stephen Hackett.
You're lying.
He hired someone to fix the brakes. We didn't get much on tape, but we did get that.
It's a bit late to apologize to me, love. Apologize to your father, he needs it.
Come on.
Come on.